Hi, very good evening. It's Gene from Astor. You know what? I've got no problems whatsoever with a bit of humour at this point in time, which we're all at right now. And you know what? I can easily laugh at all these memes and photos and songs that are coming out about Donald Trump, warning everybody about their pets being eaten in Springfield. I've got no problems with it whatsoever, because whilst everyone is being distracted, there are some big changes taking place with RF. That's why in some countries, for the first time, the cars are literally washing down the streets. That's because they never thought they'd need the sewage or water infrastructure in place to deal with such catastrophic floods. And then, you know what? We got NATO at war with Russia, undeclared, but definitely at war. And whilst Russia is tolerating this for some reason and not responding, I don't know why not, is oblivious to me. It really is. What the hell is Putin thinking about not, putting a stop and a swift end to this, what he's set out to cause? You know what? It's wrong. He invaded another country. I know that. And I bet you most of you guys out there know that. But if you're going to do something, see it through. Don't go in there half-cocked. And that's exactly what we see. But for people like me, I don't really care. I'm not a millionaire by any means of any imagination. You know what? I've made a very comfortable life for myself. I live in a very nice home, and I can present myself on any given day, whatever. But more than that, I've prepared. I'm sitting here right now whilst Russia are saying, look, we're a nuclear state. Don't push us any further. I'm sitting here right now with 2 nuclear biological warfare suits, and I only need one of those. And I've got filters for them suits to go on for a very, very long time, years, if need be. I've got water purification equipment and tablets that can purify metric tons of water in its worst form. And there's a lot of people out there that haven't done a single day's prep for any given situation, because they just take life as it comes. And yet, their properties are way more expensive than mine. I ain't got a problem with that. I've had friends say to me, Gene, you know what, if ever we was in a dire situation, we would want you on our team, because we know that we could drop you in the middle of a desert. You're going to find water and food, and you are going to build us a shelter. How many of you out there are capable of doing that right now? I tell you now, it ain't going to be around for forever, this observatory. If people don't start, supporting it then, you know, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty in the not too distant future, you know, I'm just going to have to take the same stance as what yous are and just say, well, you know what, we can't afford it. It's a luxury that we can't afford. And you know, that website we've got, that, and it is a great website. You know what, you can go there for all sorts of information: volcanoes, earthquakes, your latest trimag data on the position of the magnetic North Pole. It ain't gonna last forever. And I know times are hard, but if this is not supported, then I can't do it on my own. I simply cannot do this on my own. You know what? I'm not selling t-shirts here, guys, to make money. Maybe I should have done. Maybe that was my biggest mistake. Maybe I should have sold t-shirts, mugs, baseball caps and hoodies, and maybe we would have, you know, made an income that way. That was never my intention. We're living in the times and days where, you know, our Nobel Peace Prize winners are driving people's luggage to the airport right now. Do you understand that? Just, you know what has to happen, isn't it? At the end of the day, that's the way I see it. You know what, you can stretch the elastic band without snapping it, but you know what will eventually happen is that it will come back to its original form. So whilst that happens, enjoy images like the one you're watching, Donald Trump on the back of a ginger cat with an AR-15. I don't know, mate, I'm not a gun expert, but maybe that is an AR-15. And then in the background, you know, there are thousands of kittens being worried about eating in Springfield. True or not, doesn't make any difference. This is the world we're living in right now. You need to think about that. If you're going to keep rubbing up nations like Russia and allowing Ukraine to intrude on their capital city, Moscow, then, you know, the world scientists have proposed that we are 1 minute away from Doomsday on the atomic clock. Maybe we're just a couple of seconds away. And like I say, it doesn't bother me because I'm all ready for it. You know, I've got an NBC suit for me and an extra one in case I need it. How many of those have you got yourselves? If you want to support us, links down there in the description. And you know what, you might not think it right now, but now is the time to support us more than ever. Because we are living in the darkest days of our existence, and I kid you not. You think about some of the things I've talked about in this video and contemplate them and make the best out of tomorrow you possibly can, because it might be the last day you're able to do that. As always, bye for now.